Hello, library patrons. I'd like to welcome you to the first in the video series focusing on library essential services. Sometimes we get so focused with the cool new services that we offer here at Hernando County, we lose focus on the core essentials. So today we're going to discuss one of those services, the Interlibrary Loan Program. So what is an interlibrary loan? Through a formal professional agreement that we have with other libraries in Florida, the Hernando County Public Library can borrow materials not available in our collection. In short, if we do not have a title you're looking for in our system, we can reach out to other libraries in the state of Florida and borrow it on your behalf. Now, there are a couple ways you can start this process. One is you can contact any of our branches and our staff will be happy to help. Or you can go directly to hernandocountylibrary.us and you can start a request directly from our website. So if you head over to the website using the browser of your choice, up at the very top here, you can select How Do I and select Request an Interlibrary Loan. Or at the very bottom, you can select Interlibrary Loan here. And that's going to bring you to our Interlibrary Loan. So before we continue with actually submitting a request for an interlibrary loan, there are some exceptions and requirements that we need to discuss. The first is that in order for us to submit an interlibrary loan request, it cannot be available within our catalog. So if somebody has your favorite book checked out, it is not something that you'll be able to request. You'll have to wait for them to return it back in. Or if we have it, or you don't want to go wait for that book to be transferred from one branch to another, that is not something that we'll be able to do a request for. It just cannot be in our system at all. Secondly, we cannot do new titles. In order for you to submit a request, it has to be more than a year old. So if it's less than a year old, you cannot make a request. The agreements that we have with the other libraries, they want the new books available for their patrons, and the reverse is true as well. They cannot request new books from us either because we want our new books available to you as well. In order to make a request, you have to be a Hernando County resident and have a valid Hernando County library card. If you're a reciprocal borrower or non-resident borrower, you'll have to actually make that request in whatever city or county that you live in. New materials published within the calendar year, we just discussed that. Interlibrary loan request cannot exceed 4 items per month. So there is a limit to how much you can request. Hopefully 4 is a month for you. The wait time for the interlibrary loan request may take up to 4 weeks for the item to either be received or denied. A large part of that is there are a lot of different parts to the interlibrary loan request behind the scenes, and sometimes there is a little wait for one of those parts to proceed forward. Not that it takes 4 weeks for us to submit your request, just sometimes it takes a few weeks for us to get a response from your request. So we ask that you give us 4 weeks to go ahead and either fulfill it or deny it. I have seen it usually goes a little bit quicker than that. Books and audiobooks, they have a loan period of 28 days. You're not able to renew interlibrary loans, and that's because the libraries that we are getting these from, they're expecting them back on their due date, and it's just not something that we can extend. And I think it's also important to note here that you are restricted to books. We cannot make a request for any other type of media, DVDs, music CDs, video games. Those are not something that we can request either. Ultimately, you are responsible for any replacement fees or lost or damaged fees associated with an interlibrary. Now, these fees are not set by us. They're going to be set by whatever library we actually obtain that book from. They're going to be the ones setting the lost or damaged fees for you. So as long as you're comfortable with this, we can go ahead and submit a request. And what I'm going to do is, there's a title from my youth, a book a series that actually got me into reading to begin with. And we'll do a search for that, see if we have it. And of course, I already know we don't. Then we'll go ahead and do an interlibrary loan request for that title. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually look in our catalog to see if we have that title available. Okay, and as Susan Cooper's The Dark is Rising, we have the video for it, which I will not comment on. And we have some other unrelated title there. So we don't carry it in Hernando County, so we can go ahead and submit an interlibrary loan request. So back at our interlibrary loan page, we'll go ahead and select here. And that will bring us to the program that we're actually going to submit the request in. So the first thing we're going to want to do is up here up in the top right corner, you're going to want to select please log in. We want to log into your account. You'll want to make sure that Select Your Library is selected for Hernando County Public Library System. And where it says card number, you're going to put that number that's located on the back of your library card. Now, this blank line here beneath that is actually, even though it doesn't say so, for your 4-digit PIN number. Now, if you don't know your 4-digit PIN number or you've forgotten it, you can contact any of our Hernando County Library branches and they can assist you in resetting that. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and sign in. And so now that we're in, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that search again to see if they have it. And lo and behold, we actually got quite a few hits. Now, not all these titles may be available. Some of them may not be available. Some of them already may be lent out. We're not sure yet, but we're going to double check and see. So let's take a look here. That cover looks familiar. We'll take a look here. And what you want to do is where it says where to find it, you want to verify that it does have a library listed here. And that looks good. So what we're going to do is right over here, we're going to select request this item. And here, there's not a lot you need to do here. Most of this is already filled in for you. But something you do want to do is down here where it says pick up location options, you want to make sure that the branch you want to pick up your title is selected. By default, it may not select the correct branch. And so even though you're waiting at West, it may show up to our East Hernando branch. And, you know, it'll take a few more days to go ahead and correct that for you. You've waited long enough. We don't want you to wait any longer. So make sure your home branch is selected there. And then go ahead and submit. Now this, you can print this up for your records. It is not needed nor required for you to pick up your title. But once you're at this page, you can hit OK. And your request is sent. Like I said, allow us about 4 weeks to go ahead and get that title in for you. And once we do, we'll contact you by the default method that you have for your other holds and let you know that it's in. And that is how you actually submit interlibrary loan. So like I said, it's a great program. It kind of extends our catalog without overburdening our branches with excess titles. All right. Now, hopefully in the future we're going to have some more videos like this showing and displaying some of the services that may have fallen by the wayside, that may have been forgotten, or people just haven't used in a while. Be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications for new videos that come out, and you have a good day and a good afternoon.